You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. From the AfterBuzz studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for A-List New York. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest A-List news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for A-List New York.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hey. And welcome to the season finale of A-List New York.
8.5.
Episode entitled Ultimate Betrayal at the Boardwalk. I'm your host, Kenny Harrison. I'm joined by my co-host. Anybody jump in?
Jackie.
Cameron.
David.
And the voice of
DJ Jesse Janedy.
Great. So before we get started, I want to make an announcement. This coming Sunday, we are doing our special Breaking Bad AfterBuzz broadcast live from the John Lovitz. I'm winging this, by the way. So if I'm wrong, someone correct me.
John Lovitz Comedy Club.
Comedy Club.
Universal Studios.
It's on that side of the table.
And our very own Maria Menounos will be hosting. You are more than welcome to come. Just get there by 6 o'clock in Universal City Walk. Anything else? Did I leave anything out? I think I covered everything.
What time is it at?
The show starts at 7, but get there at 6 so you can get a seat and get tickets and all that good stuff. Also,
Actually,
oh gosh,
You can get tickets at thejohnlovitzcomedyclub.com. And that's John as Jon.
How much
J-O-H-N.
are tickets?
I believe they like $15.
yeah, $15.
$15.
And you don't have to be a fan of the show.
No, but you could be a fan of Boardwalk Empire because we are going to be streaming it after.
Oh, cool.
Right after.
That's
that.
awesome. I don't watch Boardwalk Empire. It's a great show, but I do watch Breaking Bad, and it's absolutely amazing. And the season finale is going to be sick.
And it's just going to be fun to be there with all your favorite AfterBuzz hosts.
Yeah, like,
And plus, you get to see Maria Menounos.
yeah, she's very pretty and very cute. Okay, so let's focus. Let's stay on topic today, guys.
Okay.
Today, hello.
I'll try.
Over there.
We're on topic.
I'll do
We're
my
on
best.
topic.
With Glee on the TV.
Basically,
Yes.
we have a couple of important points to cover tonight. We have the Nyasha.
So distracted. Sorry.
I
It's
know
okay.
this is so distracting.
It is really
Okay, let's
distracting.
focus. Just focus.
Jesse, can you
I don't
change
mean-
it, please?
Now that's
While
choreography.
he's talking, the points that we are going to discuss are Nyasha's performance, Austin and Jake's bachelor party, and they both, coincidentally, both happen in Atlantic City.
Coincidence.
And something, two people got engaged, and, it was very touching to some. To others.
To everyone but Kenny, apparently.
To people with a heart.
To others who, okay, I didn't get the chance to see the episode last night, so I screened it before we went live, and someone decided to send an email right after the show last night. And
Regardless, Kenny talked throughout the whole screen.
whatever. Well, I already knew what was going to happen, so whatever. So take that there. Anyway.
I do enjoy Kenny's commentary during
It's
this.
it's
like,
funny.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be. You guys would just be sitting there if it wasn't
Why
for
am I
me.
watching? You like Squidward.
You were my friend, Jesse. Whatever. So who wants to go first?
I'm still Team Austin.
Who wants to go first?
So what are we talking about?
Since Jackie brought it up,
Oh,
Team
okay.
Austin.
Team
All right.
Austin.
But
In regards to what, though?
well,
Everything.
well,
In regards to nudity, in regards to his perspective on things.
before we get into that,
You're crazy.
I'd still hit it.
oh God, let's talk about what happened in the episode. Okay.
He's crazy. He's
Well,
crazy.
Before they all went and had this little intervention with Ryan and Reichen, I got a chance to catch up and Rodney called it when they had their little meeting in the little spa area about Austin when they would go to do this intervention. And he pretty much said exactly what was going to happen like 20 minutes later in the episode. What do you guys think about that?
I knew it. I told you.
It's very typical Austin to get confronted and just start crying.
Right.
Quote, unquote.
It's typical of him to cry, but I mean,
I feel mean like
Crying requires tears.
Yeah, but
That's true.
well, on
It's
Days of
true.
Our Lives they do it. They cry without the tears, so I'm not sure if that was his audition tape or, you know.
Yeah, on Days of Our Lives, people die and come back.
Well, that's
Isn't
true.
Days of Our Lives canceled?
Nope.
He
It's
had
still
tears.
on.
It's still on.
Oh my God. So speaking of canceled soaps, they just
Okay.
aired All My Children just aired the last episode, and it was like a cliffhanger. Like
Well, isn't All My Children going on?
it's supposed to go
Online.
online, but they
Oh.
haven't figured out the logistics with like, you know, producing online and blah blah blah. And I
I'm
thought,
hoping that you're saying that Austin got a part. That's why we're going here.
no. I'm just a
So-
big fan of All My Children.
Who was a fan of Austin's ass tonight?
me,
I didn't get a chance to see it, so
All right.
Jesse's raising his hand.
Austin
Majority
is
rules.
Team Austin,
disgusting.
love it.
Yeah,
He's
but
a little doughboy. I didn't get a chance to
One
see the
time.
ass though.
What
I'd take
time?
it-
What? What
I'd take
time
it before
was it?
Derek.
I'll take Rodney's ass before I take
I would
Austin.
take
Yeah, but that wasn't an option.
Rodney all
Rodney's
day.
ass was not an option.
It was last week. We
Right.
saw him gyrating in.
Yeah,
you
he was
know,
cute.
Yeah, he
can't-
wanted
I
to do
can't.
himself.
If Kenny
so.
drank enough, he'd take Derek.
No, I wouldn't.
Just throw some salt and pepper in it.
Derek's hair
You know,
clip.
F you, okay.
Derek's hair clip at the
F
beginning
you.
of the episode where he
In
has his hair
every
back and he has this little
episode.
stupid hair clip. I was like, ugh, I hate
So,
his hair. I'm
yeah.
just over it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So I
What
take
were
it
we
you're not a
talking
fan of
about?
Derek.
No,
She's Team Austin.
I'm Team Austin.
prefer-
It doesn't matter who, you know, Jesus could be on the show. She would still be Team Austin. Right?
Jesus would like Austin, so
No,
I'd be
wait.
Team
I don't
Jesus and
think so.
Austin.
Jesus. would be
Jesus?
Like, oh.
You're like, I'm sorry, you're sad.
Jesus likes everybody,
Someone,
though.
correct me.
Yeah, you're right.
All
Jesus
right.
likes
What happened? I'm sorry.
I
What
beg to
happened-
differ.
What happened? Okay, so when they went to confront him, what happened with the whole? He was like, "No, I'm sorry. What is going on?"
We're having some
Are you
technical
okay?
issues.
Shut up, Kenny.
Apparently,
You
I
guys are
have to be
like-
taller.
Kenny,
Whatever.
for a host,
Gain control.
for a host, you do not make
Well,
things go smoothly.
it's like I'm trying to talk and they're doing like this and like moving each other, and I'm just like, "What is going on?" Fill me
Liability.
in.
I was just going to
Oh
make
my
sure she's okay.
God.
Jeez.
Jackie's fine. Are you
Because I'm
okay?
here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I would be flat on my face, and you would not be helping
Okay,
me.
so we need to get back on topic before we get another email.
Her shoes are
tomorrow.
missing.
So let's talk about, I don't know, Mike and his proposal.
Wait,
I loved it. It was
I mean,
beautiful.
sunshine and dandelions.
I was
over
like
there.
tearing up. It was the
Shut up,
cutest.
Jesse.
Why?
It
Why?
was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was so spur of the moment.
You're such a fucking hater.
I'm not a
Hey,
hater.
I'm kinda
I
with
just
Kenny for
thank
this.
you.
What?
I thought it
Hello.
was so planned. He just earlier in the episode said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage." Now all of a sudden you want to get married. And
That was earlier in the episode.
We don't
but
know
you
the
don't
span of time
know.
that happened.
Let me tell
Exactly.
you, I honestly believe that they think with this show that they can categorize gay people, and this was going to be the first ever gay proposal
Exactly.
on TV, and it was
Exactly.
done so. Think about how it was done. This man left his wife; it didn't work out in a straight relationship, and now he's found the way with this man. and
But he
they're
can't
Or,
see
but
his
how do you
kids.
know?
amazing.
But we don't know
Jesse,
that.
Cameron's over here throwing you side eyes.
We
like,
don't know that.
Throw whatever sideways. I'm
See, we don't know that Mike didn't just go to the producers and say, "Hey, I'd like to propose on TV," because I
Where was
think
the
that
ring?
would be a big deal.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Where was the
Mike
ring?
needed to be in this episode so he can get his paycheck. Okay, and that was one
His
of the
last
ways. Exactly.
paycheck.
Mhm.
Kenny
He's
and I
not-
are
he
friends.
won't be in next season.
I can't wait for the day Kenny falls in love. And
That'll
gives me
never
the same
happen.
bullshit
That'll
story.
never happen. What
Wait,
is do we ha- what
I
do
don't
they have to
think
do with
That'll
me?
never happen.
Kenny,
No.
are you going against their relationship?
I'm
I
not
don't
going
think that
against
they
their
don't love
relationship.
each other.
I just think it's
that was-
contrived.
yes.
Heavily. You know,
You
the
think Mike and
tears?
Martin's relationship is contrived
No,
or the way
just
it's
the
panning
whole,
out on
the
TV?
the whole proposal.
I still think it's cute.
I think it's cute.
And I'm
too.
sure I
That's
wasn't the
fine.
only one who got little teary-eyed.
Yeah, I did.
Obviously, Team Austin over here got teary-eyed as well.
I love Mike.
I'm sorry, I
got
have a
teary-eyed.
black hole where the heart used to be, so it doesn't really faze me.
It's surrounded by
I'm
ice.
sorry. It was all ruined for me via email by somebody who I didn't see the show at the time. So.
Even though it was ruined for me, I still got teary-eyed because he
Jackie.
got all choked up when he was trying to
you
say
see a
it.
bunny crossing the street, you'll get teary-eyed.
I do.
Exactly. So
But that proposal
I'm
was
about
touching.
to rip.
It was touching.
It was very
let it
beautiful.
go.
Let's give you some alcohol, and everything in your life is dramatic. Don't even
Okay,
start.
I'm drinking water, so I mean
Alcohol, I said.
I said now.
That's
I'm
why you're
drinking
not
water.
dramatic.
Exactly. Whatever.
I love you, Mike.
Mike he still hasn't befriended me on Facebook, so I'm still.
There's
bitter
a
about
reason.
that.
Kenny, I don't think he
Whatever.
has. I checked his page. He doesn't have like a friend button. So
Yes, he
what
does.
are you talking
I
about?
befriended him.
Austin's on Jackie's page.
Is he really?
He has no friends.
So you got the invite to his bachelor party, I'm assuming.
No, I didn't. I'm not. I actually.
You're
I'm,
probably the only friend that he has in America, so I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm actually not friends with any of them
Oh.
on Facebook.
By the way, okay, so who were those two guys? I still didn't get. So they were just two random
Hired
guys.
extras.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
Okay, so they just and one of them was flirty. Oh,
Apparently,
that was another
it's
thing.
a benefit to have Italian in you.
Oh my lordy lord.
So and that brings up another point about
No comment.
Austin flirting at the beginning of the season. Now Jake is doing it, and now Austin
Oh.
isn't. You know.
That relationship is contrived.
No,
Everything
I think
about
there-
that
I
relationship
think
is
there's a lot of
completely
problems.
fake.
There's just a lot of problems with that relationship, and the thing is, they're both trying to get at each other.
I
That's
just
basically
think
what it is.
I just think that Jake wants his visa.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm confused. So did he or did he not cheat?
Kenny's confused.
It sounds like Austin didn't cheat and Jake did. That's what it
No,
sounds like.
But
I
then
think
at
they
the
both
end,
cheated.
when they were on the boardwalk, it sounded like neither one of them cheated, and everything is.
What?
no,
hunky
they were
dory.
talking about recently.
confused.
No,
That's
because
not.
also when Austin confronted Jake, he never said you cheated on me. He just kept saying, "You know what you did."
He didn't want to. No,
You
but
know.
here's the thing: is
Oh,
he
you
didn't.
know, Jake. You know.
Part of this is he knows it's going to be on TV. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to
Air his
dirty
dirty
laundry
laundry?
on
He
television.
doesn't want
It's
to
too
fake
late.
cry.
I know
Everything
it is
is
too late.
everything is already out there.
You're on a
I mean,
reality show. Deal
Exactly.
with it.
No, but
Been
I
done,
think that's why he did it though. He was alluding to other things like that he had issues with his family and other things that he wasn't saying. And I think he's trying to hold some things back to keep private what he can keep private.
Well, it looks from the looks of it, Wendy Williams is going to pull all those out. So
Well, because I was telling Jesse when they were on the beach and he was talking about Jake makes mention about the information that Derek does know and actually makes a comment about and the private things about your family. And I'm like, what about his family? What
no,
happened?
see, that's
I
what I
think
was
we'll get
saying.
to what
He's
happened.
holding back information.
If you know, give
That'll
us a
come.
call.
That'll come for next season.
yeah, I think so. They have to. I mean, what? Yeah, whatever.
But I do have to say, it's true that Austin says it's nobody else's business. And that's my problem with this whole thing. It's like they all want to, poke at his relationship and pull it into the
the
pull
forefront.
him into
yeah.
the room and give him like a rundown. And it's like, actually, this is none of your business because they turn it around. And once he starts crying and are like pretend to be concerned about him, they don't give two shits about it.
I disagree with that because first of all, you said it. He's on a reality show and everything's going to get.
That's
aired.
one part of it.
And number two, you can't. Well, last season he picked apart Reichen and Rodney's relationship and saying, "Oh, you're not faithful," and he's
Every
blah,
chance
blah,
he
blah.
got publicly, he ripped
and
on
then
their
my
relationship.
other third point was that he wants to be the poster boy when he did the whole Playgirl thing of interracial or
Binational.
whatever couples and how technically
It
I mean,
is sort of.
they're both white. I mean, my thing is like he has done
That is not okay.
what is not okay.
You said white.
I don't care. This ain't The View, by the way. Did you guys see that, by the way?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Or like the gay view.
No, but I'll be Barbara Walters, damn it.
Oh God, please.
Whoopi.
I'll shut
I'll
you
be,
bitches down.
I'll be Star Jones.
No, she's
Can
not
I be
on there
Lucy
anymore.
Liu?
Exactly.
Kenny, you're joy.
No,
Just bitter and old. No,
that's Barbara.
rude.
Actually,
no, Barbara's
whatever. I'll be Elizabeth Hasselhoff.
Ancient.
Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah. Let's do it.
No, but I mean that basically that was my point.
You're
And-
Republican?
No,
Oh.
no, I'm Jewish.
Oh, God.
Are we gonna go
So
back to that
inappropriate.
conversation?
No, we won't.
What? Anyway, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Austin should. I mean, he already aired out all of his dirty laundry. So
I think he's young.
And
I
then- and
think
you know
he'll
what?
learn. He'll learn how to edit.
no, and
You don't want to scrutinize other people's relationships because that puts you on a pedestal and that's easier to pick at you.
That's
When
true.
you're king of the mountain, everybody wants to pull you down.
And the other
That's
thing
right.
is, he had another point too, where he was saying they're bringing up old issues. So they're bringing up issues from like over a year ago,
But still,
It's nobody's business to dig up old issues from a year ago in your relationship and throw it in your face.
No, I disagree. I mean, even if it
disagree as
happened.
well.
Well, I agree.
if it
Wait,
happened-
I agree.
Well, can I say what I have to say first?
Go ahead.
Well, then
it
my
happened-
thing is,
I hate you, Jesse. If it happened 10 years ago and it's the same issue, you bring it up. I mean, you can't say, well, you two aren't, in a monogamous relationship, blah, blah, blah. And you try to break, two people up. And then when it comes back to you, whether I did it yesterday or 2 years ago, it's still the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like you can't scrutinize somebody's relationship or other people's relationship and not expect that to be done to you.
But when he scrutinized the relationship, that was last year too.
But
so it's like, why is all this coming up now?
Even so, he failed to mention last year that he was even married when he was, flirting with Reichen and trying to break him and Rodney up. You know what I mean? It's like,
I know, but part of that I feel is like we don't know how these things are edited. So
Stick in the soup.
No, but part of
Thank
that
you,
might be
Jesse.
part of that might be he had problems with his relationship with Jake in the first place, and he didn't want to say anything. And I think that might.
I'm just going off of what I'm seeing.
I believe that
Right.
Reichen had the right to address him and bring up the fact that, you made judgments about my relationship. I want to bring it up
Yes,
and
but
let you know I was bothered.
why did
but,
he need Ryan there?
Right, no, I agree with that. But I do also agree that against you, if it wasn't such an issue, then why did he react the way he did, Austin?
He lost it.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
obviously there was
something happened.
Right. But here, it's the way that they bring it about. And plus, Reichen
No,
should
he
have
was-
confronted
he was
him on
attacked.
his own.
He
Yeah.
was attacked.
Reichen should have confronted him on his own. He should not be attacked.
No.
He's always attacked.
wasn't
It's,
attacked.
it's a reality show. Honestly, the producers sat them down and they were
Yeah.
like, this is what you need to discuss. Ryan and Reichen are going to go in. Austin's going to come in afterwards.
Even
I
before
mean,
that,
they
even
need to have it that way. So
Right,
that
they need to
it's
cut it.
entertaining.
And the other thing is too is they need to cut it so they have a villain or they have some sort of drama.
Right.
So part of this is I don't see personally, I can see ways that Austin is not a villain at all. And I think he's just being set up basically to be the villain. And I don't think it's fair.
No, when he's doing his confessionals, he is awful. Not nice. And that
None of them are
regardless-
nice. Are you
none of them are
kidding?
nice, but he I think has a
Right.
very
Mike is.
Rodney is.
Mike is.
Rodney doesn't
No.
speak English.
Please.
No, but I agree with I agree with David saying, and even before they even decided to do the intervention, Rodney was like, I want to go, and Ryan was like, no, you shouldn't be there because every time you're there, it goes to punches and blows.
No
So-
excuse, but I believe the explanation is Austin's young. He's stupid. He's young and stupid. Doesn't make
Well,
him a
they're all
villain. It
kind
doesn't
of-
make him a villain though. I would say Derek's more of a villain than Austin is.
And in the end, I
Yeah.
don't know why they bring up the bachelor party footage because they didn't obviously. When you have a stripper show up at a bachelor party, you're not like, "Hey, can you hire a stripper for me?" Like the stripper just showed up, and then and then people were taking pictures of the stripper like doing what the stripper does, which is dance on people. And even Austin was saying at the end, he was like, "Oh, I feel kind of uncomfortable or whatever."
So why did you post it on Facebook?
Maybe he was tagged.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably tagged.
Well, then
By
you
the
can
by the Italian.
and then you can untag
God.
yourself.
You can.
Well, but that kind of sets in the whole. I was telling Jesse, because Derek made very pointed remarks about he never divulged any information. It was Ryan, and Ryan. You see a comment from Ryan about he doesn't feel that he betrayed Austin. So I think that's a setup for the.
Yeah, Ryan's a
reunion.
sneaky
Yeah.
bitch.
Well, even Derek said, I didn't say anything. Ryan was the one.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So,
Because right now Austin's blaming Derek for all of it.
right. And we'll probably see that it'll be turned.
I just
on
want
Ryan.
I'm over
Can't wait for
Ryan because
Rodney.
I think he just like he is too much of the puppet master and it annoys me.
He likes to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Nothing
Keeps
wrong
it
with that.
entertaining for us.
There wouldn't be a show if he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that.
You think Mike's gonna get his own show?
No.
I
think
hope so.
I think he's just gonna continue working with RuPaul, and he's the only recognizable one in this whole bunch. So, plus, how would you build a show off of him? I mean, what would you do?
It'd be the nice guy show.
Yeah, it would be because honestly, he didn't go to I can't even talk Atlantic City, so he wasn't a part of either one of what was going on. So he's never been in
Yeah.
the
He
center
usually
of
has his
attention.
own scenes.
Yeah,
He
has his
probably
own
has a
things.
good contract.
Well, that too. I don't know if they have contracts in reality
They
shows.
must.
They
and
do.
all that.
They do.
They must.
Um,
have.
You have to have a contract for every
Oh,
person that's on
excuse the-
screen. I'm letting our viewers know.
That's fine.
Well, maybe
Don't apologize.
All 5 of
Get
them.
maybe
Whatever.
Mike and Martin will get their own show. And it'll be about them and their relationship.
Mike and Martin raising babies with
Big
Mike's
snore.
Asian dad.
Yes.
I'll sleep through that one.
That show would be good.
I would
Good
rather
and
watch
bad.
A-list Dallas.
Yep.
If you want to watch A-List Dallas, after show, same time, same place.
Well, there you go. So let's talk about Nyasha, and then we'll go to a commercial. What about her? And
She can
the
dance,
per-
but she can't sing.
I was kind of surprised at how well she
was
could
put together,
dance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those moves look familiar. You know?
Some of them were from Rhythm Nation.
That's what
Yes.
I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
No.
I love how David points out how busted her backup
Wait,
dancers
yeah,
look.
let's not hash on Janet.
No, I'm just saying.
That
I
was
love Rhythm Nation.
Original. Yeah, me too.
Kenny, I'm so
learned
disappointed
that,
in you.
I
No,
learned that choreography when I was 10 years old.
Jesse.
That was drag queen choreo.
It's drag queen step dancing.
Well.
That is not Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation.
Yeah, it is.
It looked like it. I agree with
It
you.
did
it
look like it.
is.
Yeah, it is.
It favored it just a little bit.
I will redo Rhythm Nation. if I wanted to.
Do
That
it.
is not it.
Right
do
now,
it.
let's
Right
see.
now.
Couch is right there. Go for it. Find the video. Let's pull that.
Geriatric Tracer.
I got the Asper cream over here.
Oh, lordy. I like how the stage was like 5 inches wide.
I love how she made
I-
her backup dancers look horrible.
Yeah.
She is a makeup
David was
artist.
like,
Well,
they
no,
look
you
busted.
know what? You know what? I think Beyonce does the same thing. Like she stands out, and like
She can
goes,
stand out, but your backup dancers look like they
Hers
did
don't
their
look
own
like
makeup.
shit. Yeah.
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 Those backup dancers.
I-
and their gold
well-
pants made them look like they pooped their pants. It was terrible.
Gold low
And I walked in the screening when they were performing, and all I heard was her say, "This is it." And then someone goes, "Yeah, that's all the stage that you had."
Jesse.
That stage.
This
was
is
just-
it.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's all you
'cause
got.
she's like
This is it.
walking through a freaking Jennifer Lopez video with the palm trees and ferns and whatever. Then all of a
Jennifer
sudden,
Then comments on how it looks like Africa. That
Yeah.
was my other favorite part. This hotel lobby looks like Africa. Like, what?
and then they point to the stage and it's like there's no skirt on the stage. It's just well lit up. It looked
It's
like a
9
freaking
cubic feet.
yeah. It looked like an Enron convention.
That's awesome.
And this was her
Oh,
first
God.
performance in America
Oh.
In a gay club.
in a gay club.
Oh, great. And has anyone heard that song on the radio?
I listen
No,
to it
and then
every
she was
day.
talking about the other funny thing was she's talking about she's like, oh, it's so great to hear everybody
Yeah.
singing your song.
Yeah.
Kenny goes,
Who is she talking
who
about?
is she
I
talking
had no-
about?
I missed that
Ryan
part.
was the only one that was singing it in the way
Yeah.
back of the audience.
Yeah, unless she has super double vision. I don't know. Anyway. So that pretty much recaps this episode. Well, yeah, what else are we going to talk about? Say something, Cameron.
Foreskin.
Oh, God. Can we go to a commercial, please? Thank
God.
you. Commercial, please. Fast.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig! The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
And we're back, and we're about to go into our special topic. Oh, sick, man. So call us up if you have any comments.
I kind of want
44.
Cameron to show us his Rhythm Nation dance.
No, I want to see Kenny implement his
No.
little what he thought was
Wait.
Rhythm Nation choreography.
No, I can't do it. I don't have the visual. I have to have the visual.
How old were you when this came out?
10. And I had the t-shirt and everything to do it, too.
Your
I
t-shirt.
did. Well, I had to have the t-shirt with the hat and put in the ponytail and hat. You know, I was Janet. I was fucking Janet when I did it.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Of course, that was
Who was the little boy in that video? Bokeem Woodbine?
who?
Never mind.
Macaulay
Yeah, I don't
Culkin.
Oh, lordy.
No, he was getting butt raped in the Michael Jackson.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By his cousin.
So, can we cut the music? That's enough. Thank you. Call us up 424-256-1729. Did I say that right? I think so. Yes. So we have special topics. Do you guys want to talk about foreskin or
Cousins?
Okay, so Jacque Borowski brought to our attention
Cousins
via
foreskin.
email
Cousins foreskins.
about her cousin's foreskin. So Jacque, I'm going to turn the mic over to you.
Well, I got this. Actually, this is bad. I was perusing Facebook, as one is wont to do, on a
While she's
Tuesday,
at work.
On a Tuesday, not while I was at work.
Oh.
On a Tuesday afternoon when I was not
She was
anywhere
at the
near
beach.
work.
She was at Santa Monica Pier.
And I saw someone had posted on someone else's page 2 pictures, and the first picture were the states that allowed gay marriage, and it's like, you know, this is like the Verizon chart dot list or the T-Mobile chart dot list, where you see like, oh, a couple dots, these few places.
I can't make a phone call here.
And then I don't have a gay lifeline.
And we're talking about gay marriage.
We're talking about gay marriage.
Okay.
And then the next photo were all the states that allow you to marry your first cousin. And then it was like all lit up.
We're talking
lit up.
from pretty much from the
California
South
all the way down
exactly,
across.
Oh, you can
across.
marry your first cousin in California?
And yeah,
Oh, yep.
California.
It was like
You
Metro
can't marry your
PCS
boyfriend,
versus
but you can marry
Yeah.
your cousin.
Can you
It's
hear me
like-
now?
I was just
Can you hear me
about
now?
to say-
What
And
if-
basically what that means is that if my first cousin, who is my sister or my mother's sister's
Yes,
daughter.
Kenny, we get what first cousin means.
Well, some people may not
Just
know
in
what a
case.
first cousin is.
Just
And
in
Literally,
case
whoever's living in these
you're a
states don't.
complete idiot, we're helping
You are
out.
a product of.
Just in case you're a product of inbreeding, this is what it is.
Wow. So I could legally, and then I pose a question. Now,
Yes, this is a good
This
question.
is an important
This is
question.
good.
Okay, so if you're allowed to marry your first cousin, does it matter which gender they are? Do they have to be the
Yes,
opposite?
yeah, no, because it falls under the umbrella. The first guideline, it has to be the opposite sex.
Really?
Under that umbrella.
But
then
what
it
if
falls
it's in
into-
Vermont? And what if Vermont is one of those states that like does both? So then you can
Marry whoever you want.
Yeah.
Or
Some states you can marry an animal.
No,
I think
Well, I know
so.
it's
Yeah,
sounds
that's so offensive.
But you know what?
Having sex with a dolphin.
But there are like
That's so offensive.
there's all kind of like where I'm from, you can't like a black man and a white woman are technically illegally you can't get married. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
in South Carolina there's still laws like that. So I mean,
Weird.
Some states you can't have
interracial.
sex.
That's true.
That is
Some
true.
places you
Like
can't
Texas.
you can only have missionary sex.
Missionary.
These are the blue book laws,
I don't know what kind of laws they are.
because that's like on Sunday you can't carry an ice cream sandwich in
Well-
your back pocket in Boston.
Why not?
That's literally still a
Because
law.
I often have an ice cream sandwich
yeah.
in my pocket.
on a
But
Sunday.
see, these
On a
are
Sunday.
but those are like the laws come up for a reason. So it means like back in the day, something bad happened or somebody came up with this law that doesn't make sense at all, and then it sticks.
So here's my question though: why is it okay for you, or in these states, and we're talking like a good 25 to 30 of these
Yeah.
states? Yeah. It's okay for you to marry your cousin, but it's not okay for
That was
two
pretty.
girls. I don't know why they would, but like 2 girls to get married. You know what I'm saying? Why is it
That
okay?
was,
Stay
that
away
was my
from
banjo
lesbians.
reference. I was
Stay
trying to
away
do my
from
best
lesbians.
banjo reference. That was from the movie Deliverance.
Yeah.
Didn't see it. Okay, so
It's offensive.
why?
I mean, that's
oh
basic.
yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
offensive.
What?
Yeah.
Deliverance?
No, I was talking about the fact
I was
that
following.
The
yeah.
accessibility to marriage for my people.
I don't.
All right.
My personal
Dramatic pause.
Personally, I know I don't believe in the institution of marriage. That's just my personal belief.
For gays or straights?
For anybody. I just
Okay.
don't believe in the institution of
But I
marriage.
think you should have the
Alright.
option, regardless
I'm
of whether or not
I'm
you
totally-
believe in it. I
I
think
totally agree.
anybody who wants to be married should be able to be married.
Now, does that mean that you should be allowed to marry like a dog or?
No, and that's another
Speaking
thing.
of
I
Margaret
find
Cho.
I find that so
I'll tell
offensive.
you why.
Okay.
I find this so offensive when people are like, "Oh, well, you can marry in your same sex, but you should be able to marry a dog too." Stop comparing gay sex to bestiality. That is not okay.
No, that happened in
is
one of
not okay.
Margaret Cho's DVDs. She had a special segment where they were marching up in Northern California. They're at the Capitol, and somebody had a whole bunch of them had posters saying we should be able to marry your dog, and she totally cussed them out on the microphone in her
Amen.
in her suffragette dress.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna play real devil's advocate right here, but
You want to marry your dog?
I know.
But this thing,
You wanna marry
Jesse
your
has
tiny
Jesse has a big
little
love for his
dog.
dog, and now he's mad at all of us.
Well, he wants his dog's social security.
yes.
His dog is from England. He wants him to be able to.
Sorry,
come
Jesse.
over.
Continue.
I really need him to get his green card. No, but the show My Strange Addiction, there's a man who is truly, honestly in love
with his
a doll.
Yeah.
A
With a
doll?
With a doll.
A doll. DOLL.
D-O-L-L.
Yeah, that's like the Real Dolls show that they had a while back about like those guys who had relationships
Wait.
with real dolls.
Now-
That's not okay because that
Human
person
size
can't
doll?
love you back.
Human size
Oh, okay.
doll.
Yeah, I think I've
Oh, like what's that movie? Lars and the Real Girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Larson.
He literally
But
carries.
that's delusional.
Yes,
No, but
you
it's
have
not.
a
He has
psychological problem.
You have a problem.
He
Right.
has an exact, but he he knows it's weird. He knows it's different,
Right.
And he accepts that. But the point is, he says, "I don't get along with people. Like
God.
I love."
You know what?
something
That's
wrong with you.
Well,
So
you
that
know
means
what?
he can't get married. I know gay. I know gay straight people who have lots of things wrong with them.
Now
and
here's
they
my
still
You
question:
can't
Is
get
that
married to
doll a man or a
objects.
woman? It's only weird if it's a man. I
It's a
mean,
man.
then okay, then
Who wants to
we
marry
have a
woman?
big.
Why would that? No,
got a big
why would
problem.
that be weird if it was a woman who
Because
wanted
it's
to marry
okay. I
a
mean,
doll?
he can do the woman doll. I
Yeah, but he
guess.
can't marry her.
You should not
be
be
able
allowed
to.
to marry inanimate objects.
That's
it's
like
just
saying,
not right.
That's like saying I'm in love with this dead person and I want to marry them.
Necrophilia.
That's like
But
no,
you know
that's
what,
like the
though?
30 Rock episode where James Franco is in love with like that pillow doll.
Oh, and also
Yes.
that same show where the lady carried the urn around, and because she was not over her dead husband, and then
That would be Anna
she
Nicole
started,
Smith.
and then she started to eat the ashes
Wait,
slowly.
What?
You remember that episode, Jesse?
No.
Okay, so
I think we veered away from Anna Nicole
weird,
at
no,
this
her,
point.
excuse me, her weird addiction. Her husband died. She had him cremated, and she carried him around, and she spilled him one day, and she felt bad because she didn't want his ashes to get away, so she ate them.
She wanted some Italian in her.
Oh
I just think he was black.
I just don't think you should be able to marry an inanimate object because
Agreed.
that object does not have
A
the
voice.
ability to consent.
But children have the ability to consent, correct? No, I'm
Not
only bringing
legally.
it. Okay, no, but I'm saying they're humans, and in some cultures or some religions, and this is kind of getting off topic.
Societies.
But you said
Societies,
not legally.
In
but
some societies.
they have the right to marry, correct?
Yes, but
Yeah.
here's I don't think you should be able to marry children past a certain age
you can
because
always
you can't.
marry a child as long as you have parents' consent.
But the problem
Legally.
the problem with that is the person has not like developed like developmentally. They're behind. They're behind until you're a certain age.
Now, are you now? MC, I'm only go.
What if the children are the same age? Would you consent to that?
No, because they're not developmentally
Like two
adult.
4-year-olds?
Well, and now here's and well, and
Two
I,
4-year-olds get married all the time on the playground, and then the next day they're like, "I hate you. I'm gonna go marry this other person."
216.
That is why kids can't get married.
But this is my thing, and I'm all for gay marriage. I'm all for
Kenny's thing.
any marriage. But if you are allowing one group to marry and not another, I mean, isn't that kind of like the bias of marriage? That's like saying, well, you can only have one wife, where people in Utah they have 5 wives. What?
That's dumb too.
Polygamists.
But
they
I'm
don't
just saying,
all live
like-
in Utah. Let's
and I'm
just
not,
put
I'm not,
that
I'm
out there.
not, and I think I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just
That's
saying,
just where the studio is.
I'm just saying, because didn't they get arrested, that TV show where the guy had 3 wives, or
Yes.
sister wives or whatever?
Sister wives. Yeah.
Is that, I mean, we say that's wrong, but who are we to judge and say that these people?
I never said it was wrong.
I didn't, I'm just
Well, no,
saying
he's
in
not
general.
legally married to all of them.
He's only legally married to one of them.
But he has relationships with.
Right.
Well, sucks to be him because he's responsible for all those children financially.
I know.
Well, I'm just
Dad, I
saying.
gotta go
It's
to
just
college.
so that whole concept to me though, part of the reason that I'm so mad about polygamy is that it always tends to be sexist. You never see a woman who has like 10 husbands and she's like, ha ha ha, I can have sex with 10 husbands.
Unless you're
It's all-
Monique.
Well, because the whole thing about polygamy is that you want to have a large family, and
Yeah.
one woman can't have multiple
Exactly.
children.
That's
and so
true.
this is just like old Bible
Yeah.
like sexism. It's I it just is disgusting to me because to me, as a woman, it's not fair to women. It's just basically being like, okay, some dude gets to have a bunch of women and then gets to have a bunch of children and then can sit there fat and happy about it.
But to play devil's advocate, that those women don't see it like that.
That's what, yeah.
They see it as fulfilling their right as a woman.
As a wife.
Well, they're raised and conditioned to be that way.
Right.
Which is why.
To think that, sorry, not to be that way, to think that way.
Right.
Sorry.
So should you be allowed to marry your cousin?
No.
Even if they're hot? Well, Cameron said that he...
I didn't
there are
say
plenty
marry.
of hot
I didn't
people
say
in the
marry.
world.
No, but okay, I'm gonna play that. Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not saying no.
For health
because
reasons.
there's problems with
There's health
marrying your
reasons.
cousin. Yeah.
When the Romanovs all intermarried, everybody got sick.
Not everybody. But there's a high
It's
chance.
the higher
There's a
propensity
huge
because
risk.
you are upping the chances that the recessive gene becomes
dominant.
well, yeah, whatever. I don't have a problem with it.
But that affects love.
Now, what does that do for marriage? The institution of marriage. Apparently, I mean,
As a
marriage-
gay man, what should I care about marriage? I don't have it.
You
Do what
in
you want
some
with it.
states.
Go, girl.
There are some states where it's legal.
Whatever.
Give it to me, and then I'll make my decision.
Oh, God. Okay, so we're excluding you from the conversation.
Whatever.
No, I'm just. Are we done with this topic? You want to talk about foreskins?
Okay, let's talk about foreskins.
I didn't bring up this topic, and I'm not. And Jess is giving me the side eye already. So
We don't have to. I just thought it was
Just do
funny.
it around the room. Foreskin and no foreskin.
Are we talking preference?
Yes.
Or what we have.
Or I was just about to say, or
Oh
what we
my
have.
God.
Are we allowed to have both?
All right. On that.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so the A-List Dallas is set to air next Monday night at 11 p.m. right after the A-List New York reunion. Don't miss our exclusive AfterBuzz TV coverage slated for... You'll have to follow our website to find out.
I think Jackie has the info.
We have the same slot we have now.
Time.
So watch now.
Same spot, Tuesdays at 8.
Well, how are we going to cover the reunion?
We're going to do it somehow.
We're gonna do it the same. I guess we'll just have to do it the same episode.
We'll have a double...
Yeah, we'll have a cut and uncut.
We'll have a lot to talk
A
about.
double whammy. All right, well, the Logos, the A-List New York, which wrapped up its second season last night, might be coming back for a third go-around next year, but without famed celebrity and fashion photographer Mike Ruiz, a.k.a. the resident father figure. Ruiz quotes, "I benefited from the show in many ways, but it's just run its course for me."
Which means
Well,
that
it's so polite.
I'm done.
What a polite way to say that this show
And I
sucks.
think he knows that it's ridiculous
Yeah.
and he has no place on the show. And if anything, I feel like we should get more of Mike Ruiz's, the gay versions of his stature, as opposed to an Austin who really isn't A-list, you know?
Or Derek.
Or Derek, or any of those people. So
Or any of them.
So I say get RuPaul, Mike.
RuPaul has his own show.
I know, but I'm just saying, get somebody like RuPaul, Mike Ruiz, and a group and a whole bunch of I would have. I watch
Amanda
Some
Lepore.
Scientologists.
Yeah, I'll get Kathy Griffin on there. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Sickening.
What
Okay.
about the A-List drags?
Ooh.
I'm gonna pitch that to Logo.
Or
Thank
the
you for that
A-list
idea.
trans.
I would like that too.
Okay, if you must.
Poor
They're
ISIS.
out
Poor
there.
ISIS. Oh, I know. They're
Yeah,
sitting in
like,
this room.
Chaz Bono.
Or Jackie.
Bono.
Bro.
Wait, Kenny, do you have something against trans?
No, I love transsexuals.
Why am I suddenly okay? Fine, everybody, I am.
I'm
No,
kidding.
she's not.
No, I know.
Best of all worlds.
I can smell it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Smells good.
Let's move on, please.
All right, so Austin Armacross left a hilarious voicemail message for a TV critic to demand an apology. The reality star was interviewed by Rob Owen of Pittsburgh Post-Gazette last weekend. The journalist referred to Austin as D-list and the most obnoxious star of the show,
That's a step
even
up.
though that was probably a really kind and generous description.
I still love him.
Like we said,
Should-
I'd still hit it.
Oh god. Should we say anything more? You're obnoxious. He's D-list. Exactly.
I'd still hit it even if he didn't, even if he wanted what I was selling, which he doesn't.
Wow. Okay.
Well, like Ryan said, he's great until he shows up.
That was the stupidest comment ever.
It's true though.
He's not even great before he shows up to Ryan. So it's like
It's just stupid.
I can't.
I don't even know where to begin. Predictions. So next week is the
I can't stand this
part
sound.
one. So next week, part one of the reunion show. Let's predict what's gonna happen. We got a little taste of it. Go around the room.
Austin's gonna call out Derek and Ryan and find out who's squealed.
Derek's gonna have really bad platinum hair.
Austin's gonna cry.
Derek is gonna put the blame on Ryan.
And Mike Ruiz is gonna feel awkward for being there at all.
Mike's just gonna roll his eyes.
Nyasha's gonna yell and punch somebody.
And Rodney's gonna learn English.
Wait, but you think
Miraculously.
That
No, miraculous.
Miraculously, he's gonna have a perfect accent.
I feel like they might leave Austin's whole segment for the second part.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's gonna bleed into the second one. I think they're gonna be like, okay, who said what, and then it's gonna cut to black, and then we have to wait another week. So that's it. There you have it. We finished in time, thank God. So tune in next week, same time. We'll be bringing you hopefully both A-List Dallas season premiere and the reunion show of A-List New York.
Go Cousins.
Really?
We're cousins.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.